Now going to push this secondary tower as well. Will get the tower kill. Bombardier maybe trying to deny it, but not going to happen. Also, an arrow coming out, hitting a creep wave, unfortunately. But again, the foot is on the pedal right now for this Legion team, for EG, and they are not going to slow it down. Like we talked about earlier, Pebbles now with that portal key. Heroes, like, honestly, every hero on the Salvor team needs to be pretty worried. I mean, their most efficient hero in terms of life right now is Forsaken Archer, and it really isn't that much.
Nah, Forsaken Archer has been crippled the entire time. And, like, a genocide is something which really does hurt. Not only does it take your gold, takes your XP, it gives so much more to EG as well. They've got everything going for them right now. They need to finish it, though it is always the hardest part whenever you play a game of Hon, to get yourself in there and take out the racks.
Yeah.
You can literally shut up shop, you can turtle it up, and it's very, very hard to push yourself out here.
Yeah.
But EG, they've got the initiation, they've got everything going for them right now, but if they can just make that final hurdle, then this game is theirs.
Oh yeah, no doubt. As by the way, Magnus, one more auto tech, would have done it, but that Chuck from Pebbles, he comes in with a portal key, and Chuck's beacon right on top of him playing Behemoth, and Magnus goes down. So again, Semi-Ju, a good attempt right there to get away. Not going to happen though. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Flint Beastwood in a little bit of trouble. Out comes the oil spill from Chipper after the dot and line foot combination. Here comes the Rockets now. The Rocket Barrage on top of the Chipper ultimate, and Flint Beastwood is not going to get away. He goes down, but now back at the bottom lane. It looks like we see Forsaken Archer for her 9th death of the game already, going down again there, and I'm sure Chu had a lot to do with that. Fuji Apple Zoe actually getting credit for the kill, but again, just solid play and going to push this tower. So in the end, really a 3-for-1 exchange. Now a 28-13 hero kill advantage for EG. Like you said though, the barracks are, as long as they have the barracks up, I'm a fan of that too. You should never think a game is 100% over. Oh my god, portal key right there again. We're seeing Behemoth on top of that, also showing that he has a portal key. And that is another very dangerous thing for Online Kingdom.
I just love the fact that EG have 3 of possibly the best initiators in the game. Through the Behemoth Fissure, through the Pebbles now, a portal key stun he can pull off, and then you also throw in the Valk Arrow. It is just so much damage that he can pump out and get that initiation off. Magnus walks straight in the middle of it, even pops up the ulti from Hellbringer. They weren't ready for that one. Turns around, Valk goes down. Magnus does also take the fall, but it's also dying right on the sides. Trying to push them back as Witchslayer also does get himself caught out there. Malphus, a 2-for-2 exchange actually comes off here, and it looks like EG does not want a piece of this pie.
Yeah, they thought about going in right there as we saw the Valkyrie ultimate going off, going for the strong initiation, but in the end, of course, did not happen. Money shot for second, there's a follow-up from Pebbles, he chucks him back to his teammates, and the auto attack between Flint Beast and Behemoth, of course, for the kill. Beacon actually getting credit right there. Now a 5-3 and 15 creep score for him, so 15 assists for him, 16 assists for Pebbles on top of 8 kills. I mean, them two especially, both so Behemoth and Pebbles right now really doing so much for Evil Geniuses. And coming into this game, again, like we talked about, Evil Geniuses, they got it early this morning. They didn't. I don't believe they got any practice, unlike a lot of the other teams, if not all the other teams. And being a LAN environment, you know, you kind of wonder how they were going to come out of it, how they're going to come out the gates. It just so happened they got matched up against Online Kingdom. We talked about that earlier as their game one. I mean, you could definitely, if put it this way, if they were coming off a little bit, you know, kind of scratchy and maybe a little bit off, then you would kind of expect it. But at the same time, they're not. Absolutely not. They're playing on a high tier level like they always do. And right now, you know, have at this point, what seems to be an overwhelming advantage.
Yeah, it definitely is, because you're right. They've just come off a plan. We did have a words to them before they actually started the match, and they felt good. Like they didn't really feel bad before it. And there's yeah, we're ready to play. We're ready to win. You don't need much more than this.
Yeah.
Bar us just turning up. But you're used to playing when you're actually feeling a little bit down. Like obviously, all home players will always play till all hours in the morning. It's just the style. It's the style of the game. Yeah, and well, they've conditioned themselves. They're playing beautifully, and EG, they still have to finish it off a little bit. They haven't pushed themselves through, but at the moment I think it's more about just the tier 2 towers, get them down, then they can push through the tier 3 and the racks become exposed.
Well, yeah, we were talking about, like we said, we did some interviews in the pre-game, or before this, before today and even earlier today. Talking to B-Kid from EG, and he's really confident as always, as really is the whole team. I mean, really everyone on their team, they're so confident that they're going to come in here and win this tournament.
Valk Arrow right in front of the nose of Bombardier, the fissure will come through, it'll do it. Wishlayer's done, comes straight through. Bombardier does go take a fall, and there goes the money shot just to bring down Forsaken Archer a little bit and use that remaining mana that Flint Beastwood actually had left in him. Now they can push that tower with 2 heroes down. Actually just having a little bit more action. Tiny gets himself caught out right now. The ultimate from Valk does actually pull off, but will they be able to keep him off at the moment? He's still doing a bit of damage. Behemoth's in the middle of it right now. They catch up to Chipper. He gets done from afar, and now Valkyrie comes in, finishes off the job. Hellbringer doing whatever he can, but he gets blasted from the side. Magnus goes Eruption, tries to have a crack here, gets held in place Steambath goes out, but one long-range stun there from Pebbles is more than enough to bring him down, and the Genocide does come off there with it is overpowered Bombardier respawning while all the rest of his teammates were dying in the process.
Again, EG, just showing their Team 5 potential. Like I talked about earlier, we saw Behemoth, survive after some crazy circumstances. Right there, it's all about Pebbles. How he survived that, I still have no clue. We have to go back to the replay and check that one out. But just great team support. And wow, there we go. The concede goes out. The game is over. A 27-minute concede victory for Evil Geniuses here in Game 1 against Online Kingdom. Wow.
Well, what a play. Like, you wouldn't expect that for EG to come here and just be that powerful. And Online Kingdom, they are no mugs. They are definitely an awesome team as well. But EG, they're just showing why they are labelled as the best team in all of Heroes of New Earth at the moment.
Yeah, it's it's so difficult to say that they're not, because again, it's a lot of people get on me that say I'm just a fanboy and I just say too much about them. But we just saw again right here. It's hard to argue that they are the #1 team. But this is a long event. This is just the first game. Like I said, it happened to be arguably the best matchup out of the whole round robin stage, depending on who you're talking to. But at the same token, it's a long event ahead of us. With this victory, yes, EG puts themselves in a really good spot to move on to the next round. But with that said, it's still going to be a hell of a tournament. We got the semifinals and the finals tomorrow after this long round robin event today. So there's still a lot on the line, and looking forward to the continuation of today.
That's right. It will be cool. We will have more matches up here on the main stage sometime very, very soon. We'll let you know what it is, and we'll be back.
We will be back.